In 2014, a doctor ripped off insurance. I didn't know that's what he was doing at the time. In 2015, collections tried to kill me. So that's what he was doing. I tried to subpoena the hospital, but they got to the lawyer. Democracy was off the table, so I had to look into it. I had no reason to look into it prior to that, and then they tried to kill me, and then I had no reason not to. It has to be the president or this kid they raped. It's either the president of the United States or some kid they raped in surgery when he was 6 years old. It's the formula that civilized world is bending the knee. Now, he ripped off the insurance company and sent collections to kill me under the mistaken impression that I might have been obligated to forgive insurance fraud. Now, my buddy was severely punished for that. And what am I supposed to do? Allahu Akbar, the wickedness. He said the object is not to cause brain damage. Okay, DMX died in 2021 because DXM causes brain damage. And if this idiot is making all these mistakes from behind the walls of his Supermax health facility, like, why scapegoat anyone for espionage if there's no spy, Washington? When I got back in 2016, the love of my life was 7 months pregnant. They raped her the minute I left town and got her strung out to connect the Pentagon to crimes against, well, turns out they're raping little boys in surgery. They get in through child protection, rape little boys, sue Washington, take over protection, destroy our communities with false witness, and leave the victims to find out in hell. I've been trying to reach the CIA for 9 years since first awareness that this was their business, not yours. It's called due diligence. You should try it sometime. I had to counter-investigate an illegal investigation. They might think it's not illegal because somebody told them it's not illegal. Nobody told me. It happened when I was not there. I'm a practical comparative theologist with an IQ of 138. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. If anybody's changing their name around here, it's going to be Washington. It's still my first rodeo. Why would I change my name? Over the years, I've been saying lots of catchy things like obstruction of justice, malice aforethought. See, when you rape a little boy in surgery, he has to be the bad guy. Otherwise, you're the bad guy. So they use Make-A-Wish. That's how they got Hollywood involved. Steal wishes from cancer kids. Scapegoat their own rape victims for crimes against the state. Pentagon's like, oh, we can't do anything until he can't change his story. Well, when did I change my story? I'm not the one that was pretending to negotiate with a rape victim behind his back and trying to kill him before he found out. It's not freedom of religion for the unconscious 6-year-old boy they're raping on an operating table. It's called the Constitution. So what, we're at war with the Vatican? Not the guys who got Reagan and John Paul II both shot so they could flood our streets with dope and force the Christians to fight our way out with nothing but snake oil and rainbows? Sigmund Freud, Smedley Butler said war is a racket. Okay, it was not an IPO. It was not a campaign platform. He was disgruntled. Who could blame him being forced into the Muslim games against Gandhi over there? Not in the face. Fact, Gandhi's autobiography, whether or not it is required reading for professional statesmen, says that he was not Hindu. He took over that whole country by marching faithful Hindi into the buttstock of a redcoat rifle and then started spinning off Muslim satellite states, buffer states. Saudi Arabia was founded 6 years after the fall of the Ottoman Empire, like World War I didn't count. Then we had the New Deal. We were going to buy the world a Coke, not shove it up virgins' noses with our boyfriends and then go into exile just in time for a Holocaust like Sir Sigmund Freud, the Indomitable. Bunch of drag queens acting like they represent Knights of the Realm. Feminazi grandma over here laughing all the way to the bank with her gay mafia roommate while we sit in prison, corporate prisons for years at a time with no trial. They got a hold of an illegal telecom hack on the other side of the Somalian conflict, the other side from the Rangers, the wrong side. And if 200,000 skinnies starved to death to justify humanitarian intervention, official story, and you call yourself some kind of doctor, it goes to follow, they ate our pilots. If they ate our pilots, we don't have to negotiate. We don't have to negotiate with anyone who does. If there is but one Allah and Muhammad is his prophet, it's not even a corporation. I was on the clock 9/11. I apologized for not giving 2 weeks notice, clocked out, went home, got some sleep, got on a bus the next day, Greyhound, to my former duty station to request reassignment, was rejected, went on about my miserable life. So the IRS knows I was on the clock. If you could be bothered if you bothered to check with the IRS, but they're just imitating Washington. They're just suppressing Washington, imitating the democracy, and mocking and mimicking and escalating conflict behind our backs, raping little boys in surgery, calling them liars so they shoot up a school, and pretend to be the IRS from a call center in the Caribbean. Oprah's over there giving away free fucking cars. Did Oprah say it was my fault? Well, no wonder you can't say it to my face, because she's full of shit.